Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing a 3 versus 3 game with Lee Sin here. And as you can see, this is pre-made teams. We are Team European Glory and we are about 1500 ELO. So pretty high ELO, especially on the 3v3s. We don't see that a lot. So hopefully this is a good game. So we have a dedicated jungler here on Lee Sin. And that means that one of the lanes, or one of the laners, is going to have to go up 1 versus 2. And you shouldn't play too much laning anyway, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. If Lee Sin knows how to play Lee Sin on this map, then he should be able to use his mobility to assist top lane as well as bottom lane. So probably the regular bans of Tryndamere and Cho'Gath and all those kind of really powerful champions on this map. But I don't really know. So yeah, no spectator mode. That is kind of disappointing. But yeah, well, we'll have to see how that works out. It does not allow it, or it does make that we can't see where the enemies are. And of course, if we can't see where the enemies are, that makes it a little more exciting, but it also makes it a lot harder to see their tactic. And of course, that is what you learn from. So, if you're playing in the high ELO, you should definitely have spectator mode on. Not just for me, but also for yourself, so you can see what the tactic was you lost against and why you lost. Because now you can't see where the enemies are, and if you just, if you just turn on that spectator mode, then you can actually see their tactic and you can maybe copy it, or I don't know, whatever. Whatever floats your boat, man. Anyhow, we are starting off in the jungle here, of course, because we are a jungler. And he is going to have to watch out a little bit, because the enemies, of course, know that he's a jungler, because he has smite. And yeah, they can actually come in to attempt to, well, find him. And it is pretty easy to find someone over here. Because this is, well, I guess the normal place to start would be the top part of the jungle. So this is full pre-made, that's why we won't see anyone saying, "Oh noob, are you going for jungle?" Because it is actually a really good tactic. And yeah, Xin coming up and then running back, and once again teleporting back, and there he is again. Man, this replay system is really messed up every now and then. He's still walking, and there he goes, walking once again. So it seems that the rest of the team is going to group up with him. Doesn't really matter who goes top or bottom. I think Zyra would probably be the best in bottom, but really it doesn't matter too much. Zyra would be best in bottom because she has those plans to make sure that she can actually well, do damage to multiple champions at the same time while running away. And it doesn't have to be multiple champions, but she can do damage while running away, and that is a really important thing to have. So now this guy just teleporting all over the place. I'm going to fast forward a little bit, because this is kind of ridiculous, the amount of mistakes in the replay. And I think we have been here way longer than the 1 minute that it said we were here. There we go. Getting the little bit of damage off, so pulling those. Oh, he misses his Q there, it seems. But he should be fine anyway. So I used his smite already on one of them. This jungle is still the old jungle, so the jungle like it used to be on Summoner's Rift. And that means that all of the minions are a lot stronger, so you need to practice before doing this. You can't just pick up a jungler and hope to do well here. That is not how this works. So Lee Sin trying to come in, and there he goes. Going to come in, and is the Xin Zhao is actually going to die. But no, not picking up that second kill, or that kill back. And that is a shame. Yeah, since how got really low and then get ignited. Not a whole lot you can do about that. And yeah, Zyra, because she is 1 versus 2, is in a little bit of trouble. Because she's up against 2 bruisers, and bruisers are always hard to deal with. There we go. Getting killed. So we are starting off at 0 and 2. And almost got a kill. But not entirely. 6 minions for Lee Sin. He is by far the highest, by the way. 3 and 2. And also here 4, 4 and 4. So it's not very impressive. Also, these minions give you a lot more money or gold than the old minions, or the new minions, sorry. Because yeah, these give you 30 each in the new jungle. Only the big one gives you real money. The other one gives you like 5. Well, I guess 5 is the rates, but you get the point. I think it's 12 for the golem. So the difference between 12 and 30 is pretty big. So all of these camps, as well as the camps here in the bottom part, except for the dragon and the red buff, they all spawn randomly. They have 2 sets of creatures that can spawn there. Here it's wolves or golems. Here it's raids or wolves. Here it's raids or wolves, and here it's raids or golems. Sorry, wolves or golems. Then here you can have the raids, or, well, those 3 guys that you saw earlier. The lizards, I guess. Big lizard, smaller lizard, and medium lizard. And you can, yeah, so that's it. You can have the same on the other side. As I said, red buff and dragon, they always spawn the same camp. And red doesn't have small minions here, so it's easier to take. You don't take as much damage from it. And we are currently, well, doing okay-ish. 10 minions, 17 for Zinzao, and 17 for Darius, but well ahead of that bottom lane. The 9 plus 12 is ahead of that 9 plus 6. So they're doing okay. Seems that Mundo is hiding in this bush all the time. And they may actually, oh wow, he gets out at very low health. They may actually be able to gank at some point. Because they have, of course, this hidden jungler all the time. And what's this guy doing? Taking 2 free tower shots. That's cool. I'll take that. Shield! Yes, he does get the shield, and the shield is super OP against Ignite. Having a shield basically means that you're never going to get killed by Ignite. And unfortunately, he did not have the shield up for this guy lately. The last time, sorry. Yeah, so only 1 level in that shield. And yeah, I don't really know how to build these in on this map, of course. Normally we do see people go for that Q, because the Q does a crap ton of damage, even with no items at all. So in the early game it is really good. It not only does flat damage, it also does damage based on the maximum health of someone. So yeah, that is, or missing health? Yeah, so 8% of them missing health. And that of course is awesome, because it can actually get you a whole lot of damage. And a nice jump once again, so they are definitely on Skype together, which is exactly what you should do, of course. I mean, that's why you're pre-made. Yeah, he's not going to get out. Come on guys, don't let him get out. Yeah, he is going to get out. Oh, a nice attempt, but it did not work. He's not going to catch up. No, nicely done. Very, very nicely done, in fact, on Darius's part. Oh, yeah, completely juked there. Here you see the wolves. The wolves have a buff that reduces cooldowns and increases attack speed. So it's useful for everyone. The increased attack speed not so much useful for the APs. But yeah, they get a lot more bonus from that reduced cooldown. But they increased attack speed, of course, for the AD carries. And come on! No! Oh, that sucks when that happens. I think he just flashed over there or something. Or he came in all the way from the back. That could be it as well. That would actually make more sense. He does have flash, so might have flashed in. Who knows? So yeah, we are going to fast forward a little bit until Lee Sin is back, because without Lee Sin, there's not a whole lot of match going on. And yeah, getting this camp, and as you can see, 65 gold from the camp. It's kind of the same. It's a little bit higher than the jungle in Summoner's Rift currently, because there you get a little bit less from camps, but it also takes a lot more damage to kill them. And in the late game, like now, it doesn't really matter that much how much damage you need to do. The distance between the camps is way more important. And yeah, you can see the wolves. And so next time there may be wolves, there may be golems. We don't know. So the next time they get a kill, they can actually go for dragon. Because I think now that Lee Sin has that Madrid's Razors, he can actually take out the dragon. But yeah, of course they don't want to be interrupted by the enemies, so that's why you need a kill. Two guys in the bottom lane though, that might be good enough to just do it. Yeah, unfortunately the buffs on these, so these you have this buff, you have the one from the raids, which is a movement speed boost. Yeah, they don't last for very long. As you can see, it's already 25% done. It lasts for like a minute or so. And that is just a ridiculous small amount of time. They should really up the time on those. Because really, whether you do them or not, it's just about the gold. Because after these camps, most champions need to go heal, and getting back in lane then makes that you already lost like 70-80% of your buff. And that's if you're really quick. Because that would mean you have like a 40-second round trip. With 8 seconds of that already being because you have to recall. And a few seconds because you didn't... Well, you do kill the big one first. You don't kill the small ones first, so you can't recall instantly. So let's say you lose 15 seconds on that already. Then yeah, you can see how it's pretty difficult to get back before that minute is over, if you have to recall after that. So yeah, the enemy team may actually be doing dragon here. Yeah, they are doing dragon. And yeah, we can't see the health on it. Come on, Lee Sin. Oh, wow, he stole it. Excellent. That's well worth it. And he may actually get a kill. Yes, he does get a kill there. So, very nicely done there by Xin Zhao. Noticing that there was probably someone a dragon. The kick goes off. One tower shot only. But it is good enough. So a dragon plus a 1-for-1 trade, that is good. Of course they need to ward up that that part of the jungle as well as the red buff. And I wonder why they didn't do that already. 1500 ELOers normally have both of these wards up, so one over here somewhere in this region and one over here to oversee the dragon. Of course you have different ward spots where you can still see pretty much the same, like in this bush for example, you can pretty much still see what's going on, but finding the wards is a whole lot more difficult for your enemies, and that's of course also something to consider. And of course the same goes for the bushes over here. So there are two over there and over there. And hello, what are you doing? I don't know. Seemed that that was just a little bug there. So Lee Sin gets his side ward, and he does have that Wriggle's Lantern ward and the red buff. So the red buff lasts for a long time, or long enough time. The dragon buff also lasts for a long enough time. It's just the other buffs. I guess the camps come up very quickly. But yeah, they should last for like a minute. They're non-transferable, so it's not like you can have multiple buffs on... it's not like you can have multiple buffs on the team if you lengthen the buff, because they come up like every minute and a half or something like that, minute 20, and that is just a little bit too long. They should really add like a minute to that, and then make the buff last as long as the camp. So the camp comes up when the buff times out or something like that. And if they would set both of those to 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, that would be way better. Anyway, since these are not non-transferable, as I said, it's not like you're going to have multiples. The red buff is of course transferable. The enemy champion that kills you will take the buff, and so you can have multiple red buffs on one team, or even, well, on the map. So yeah, doing a lot of clearing here. He has a lot of minions that that he can just instantly kill, because Lee Sin is of course an awesome jungler. And yeah, he just clears out the camps quite quickly, and yeah, we see him taking out these 2 big camps every time, and then one of the smaller ones, maybe this one as well. But these are worth a little bit less than the ones up top, especially because the travel distance between the camp that he's going for now, so this camp, and the top camps, for example, or well, any other camp, the distances are pretty long. Okay, 2 versus 3 here. We have to fight. Come on, Zyra comes in. And are they going to... Oh, they're going to instantly pick up Mundo without any damage taken, really. But then Xin Zhao goes down, and yeah, that of course is the end of the team fight for the enemy team. They want to... yeah, they wanted to stop, but... yeah. Enemy team really wanted to stop, they kept engaging, and yeah, there goes the ace. So it seems that Zara had a little bit of lag. Well, it could be. Definitely not in our replay though. So dragon is up, you must wait before issuing more pings. Yeah, it seems that the Mundo and what's his face, Darius, they are going for this dragon here. They probably... Oh no, they didn't do it yet. Wow. The question is, do they have a ward on it? They probably don't, and it doesn't matter because we have Smite and they do not. And that's why you pick Smite in a 3 versus 3. So really quick dragon. It means that they once again have this buff that gives you percentage damage. So 11% increased damage is based on your... so this guy is 10% increased damage. And it's your level in percentages. So maximum of 18%, obviously. And we are 10, 11 and 12 here as the levels. Now 11, 11 and 12, but... yeah, so these are the rates, and the rate buff is, yeah, this one, movement speed by 30% increase. And, wow, yeah, finally getting the kill there. Darius is such an annoying champion to deal with. And one is over here, one is over here. But it seems that, yeah, the enemies just running away from them or staying away from them, and we are of course running away from them. You don't want to deal with Mundo Riven if you don't have to. You want to deal with Mundo, that's cool. Although Mundo is still pretty strong. And pretty annoying, of course. Picks up that 1 minion. There you see the difference between the ELO levels. Lower ELOs would have let that minion die and say, well, I got 3 minions, who cares about the 4th? Now he knows that he needs to pick up that minion as well. Because that 1 minion, that 20 gold can make the difference. Not on its own, well, normally not on its own, but normally when you do it multiple times, if you do it every time a minion almost gets killed by the tower and you can pick it up, if you pick it up, then it will make a difference in your games. What was that? Was that a cleaver, really? She got slowed by something, but may have been Mundo. Wow, they didn't realize they were... Oh, they didn't realize they got spot. Oh man, that is bad. So yeah, Darius getting the kill once again on Xin Zhao. So Xin Zhao may still have some utility on this map, on the 5v5 map. He's pretty much no longer played. Every now and then you see him because he has some utility. But he doesn't really have anything that that other champions don't do better. So Lee Sin could have gone on to the Mundo as well. Because Zyro was taking some tower shots, and if he went for that as well, they might have done a little bit more damage and made him recall or something like that. Seems, however, that everyone is still alive, and we are just going to recall ourselves. So yeah, next item is probably going to be Frozen Mallet. Yeah, there we go. Wriggle's Lantern, Heart of Gold, Ninja Tabbies. It's all against this full physical damage team. Yeah. It's all armor, health, and of course some, well, the extra slow and extra health there. Or extra damage, sorry. I already said that it was health. So Lee Sin in a little bit of trouble here, but a very nice snare there from Zyra. Lands a very long range snare there. And Xin Zhao going to pick up another camp. He should be doing well in the jungle as well. But yeah, don't go any jungle in on this map, because that would not be good. Or any other, like, yeah, weak jungler. So you can go the standard junglers like Warwick and Udyr and Lee Sin. Kind of the junglers that you used to play as jungler. Maokai, I guess. Malphite may actually be able to do it, although he's probably not very quick here. And yeah, the enemy does see this coming in, but with the flash, with the smite up, yeah, there's no way the enemy team can get that. And that's exactly what happens. Oh, Xin Zhao dies anyway. Once again. It's a shame, but yeah, he keeps dying every time, and that is no problem as long as he doesn't pick up kills. He's 2 and 8, so as long as he doesn't pick up kills, the enemy team doesn't really get a whole lot of gold for him. And because, well, he doesn't have that much anyway. He's more there as cannon fodder than anything else. So he's allowed to die as long as he does his CC, then the rest doesn't really matter. So yeah, we get another turret. Second turret for us. And that's another 750. No, that's not. That's 450 gold. At least I think the turrets, I didn't really watch how much gold the turrets give. They may actually give more than the 150. Did someone just jungle here? Oh, I don't know. We'll see. No, nobody's here, so... But yeah, a dedicated jungler on this map, it is risky, but it is definitely something that can work. And yeah, the problem is that you have a 1 versus 2 bottom lane, and that is of course the very hard thing to deal with. Oh, Zyra gets killed there. And yeah, they should pick up the kill on this guy. No! They're not going to be able to. Mundo hidden behind the minions. They yeah, well, they could have picked up the kill on Mundo or tried for the kill on Mundo, but it was risky. So I do understand why they backed off and went for the minions instead. Because it is a really risky thing to do. $26.40. I'm guessing that's the new dragon. It's actually 16 plus something. Well, it's 1634, so it's never 2640. Oh, hang on. It's 21. Sorry, he has killed it twice, and nobody types in the chat. I'm so used to seeing. Well, if you can still see it, then it's probably the one. Because people spam the chat a lot. Plus, in the 5 versus 5. Every item you buy gets in the chat, and that is just so annoying. You know, I don't have to have every ward that's bought in the game in the chat. So yeah, we're currently just waiting for one of the camps to spawn, because he doesn't want to get into the enemy part of the jungle. Although this camp would still be worth it. So side ward bought, and it is time to go ward up that jungle a little bit more. Because we need to see where the enemies are. And this camp now came up. And yeah, with the red buff gone, it is still, or it is again waiting for that for our next camp to come up. He doesn't want to go for this one; it's too risky, especially with all of the enemies gone. Yeah, they were indeed waiting somewhere, because they didn't do anything for the longest time. And it seems that the enemy team is is going for those buffs, and if they can sneak in, then they may actually be able to do some sniping here. Yeah, Xin Zhao once again. Oh, it's Zyra. Sorry, Zyra dying, and they do get a kill back for it. Xin Zhao seems to have picked up some some tankiness. Frozen Mallet, Chain Vest. That means that he's not going to die anymore. And yeah, the smite is up, so really no good chance for the enemies to kill that or to steal that. Yeah, Lee Sin just does get in there because he sees, well, there is a kill available there, and we got the dragon anyway. So there's no way the enemy can steal the dragon if you have a smite up. 820 true damage. That is a whole crap ton of damage. If you can combine that with the Q, then that's another 400 damage, because that's the maximum amount. So that's an extra 400 damage done there. So yeah, getting that that red buff once again. And of course they have the dragon buff. They are so far ahead in gold, by the way. That's not even funny. They are 4 kills behind, but they're 3 or 4, I think 3 dragons ahead. May actually be 4. And every dragon gives you 1,000 golds or thereabouts. So every dragon is worth about 3 kills. You can see how that works. The what's it called? Ghost used, but it is not going to be enough, because with the frozen mallet there is no way they're going to get out. Double kill here, and yeah, this is pretty much over now. Even Mundo is not going to get out, because all he has is health. He doesn't do anything, so yeah, they're just going to slow him, and that's it. He's not going to get out. And that's the stupid thing about Mundo. If you're doing really well, then all of that damage that you do is ahead of the curve. So if you're completely fed, then you can do a lot of damage. But if you are, well, normally fed, you really don't do anything. Especially in a 1 versus multiple situation, where at least other champions get to do a whole bunch of damage. You just don't. So they get a turret, and they could have gotten an inhibitor here. Yeah, because the other 2 are now back up. But yeah, they could have done a lot of damage at least to the inhibitor. And although that does heal up, might have been worth it. Might have allowed this Xin Zhao to do some damage. Xin Zhao now with a Guardian Angel. Yeah, 210 armor, 186 armor, and I don't know what Zyra has, if she has anything. No, she doesn't have anything. She has 68 armor, so that's not really impressive. But this enemy team is just complete physical damage. Mundo is a little bit of magic damage, but as I said, he's not really fed, so he doesn't really do anything. So he has some magic damage, but it's not impressive at all. We are so far ahead in levels, by the way. 18, 18, 17 against 15, 16, 18. That is pretty far ahead. So yeah, minion wise, it is this Darius that is leading, but yeah, well, the 79, yeah, you can't really make up for someone who's that low on minions. He's missing like 40 to 60 minions, and that is just yeah, that's not something you can just recover from. Anyhow, yeah, the Mundo pick is not very good in this case. And the Mundo as a first pick is really bad, to be honest. Should go for someone that either does a lot of damage or is very mobile, or yeah, it's kind of a bruiser. So one of the bruisers, they are all good here. Mundo, yeah, more of a tanky DPS kind of, well, more of a tank than anything else really. He's just there to absorb damage normally, to allow you to tower dive, to allow you to run into a team fight. But really, with only 3 enemy champions and 2 allies, you just won't have the damage. Because Riven doesn't have the damage, and she is pretty tanky. And Darius, well, he does have a lot of damage, but he is tanky as well. So they don't need Mundo on their team. So I don't really understand the Mundo pick. Is Dragon coming up? We can see that in the chat. 32-26. There it is. Yep. Wow. Didn't even use his smite. And yeah, now they're starting to put down wards here. One of them just timed out, but they have a ward over here. They have a ward over here. Now they're starting to put down wards now that it's no longer really necessary to have that vision. Because this match is already won. They are now 4 dragons ahead. And there is no way the enemy can come back from that. Plus, not only that 4,000 gold, but also they have 2 more turrets killed. So that's another, what, 900 gold? Yeah. Maybe a little bit more. But yeah, that's 5,000 gold ahead. And yeah, that 5,000 gold is not spread over 5 champions, but only 3. And yeah, that makes a huge difference. So yeah, the enemies, they get to farm a little bit here. And yeah, although they had a very terrific early game, they really don't have a good game anymore. Man, she was waiting for that. She was just waiting to do that little bit of damage. She's just going to annoy them with those seeds. The seeds give a little bit of vision, but that's not really the point of them, of course. So lots of damage going off on this Darius straight away. They get the kill on him straight away, and yeah, Mundo almost dying, Riven also almost dying, but both of them do retreat to their base. They're going to pick up the turret here, and yeah, the inhibitor. They can also pick up the other inhibitor if they want to. But by now it is over, because with 3 champions you cannot defend 2 entrances to your base. Because yeah, that's not the way it works. And since I was just going for that turret, very nice tactic there. It's quite a sacrificial tactic, and very nicely done. They get the kill on the turrets, and they get a triple kill. Yes, and now it's over. Very nicely done. That attack on the turret is very subtle. So leaving one guy to attack the turret while the other 2 sacrifice themselves in an attempt to get the kills. That was very nice. Come on. Oh wow, that combination, man. Oh man, he got pulled in and he immediately uses the pushback, the knockback, and ran through the Nexus once again. Very nicely played. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG!